What's up, selectors? It's Select Screen here, back with another reaction. You got 2 in 1 day. We just did Blue Streak on the channel. Make sure to go check that out. But man, I had to react to think Omni Man got a gameplay breakdown on the Kombat Kast today. I watched a little bit of it. It happened during work, so I couldn't really watch it. It was like on a break. So I haven't got to see all of this yet, and I'm super excited. Can you tell? Yeah! I'm pumped for this, man. I'm so excited for Omni Man. I have not been this excited for a guest character really since Kratos. When I heard Kratos was gonna be in Mortal Kombat 9, I was pumped. I feel the same way about Omni Man. I started watching Invincible just because I heard he was going to be in this. Just because. And so because of that, I had to, you know, check out the show, and I love the show. This is such a good fit for Mortal Kombat. It makes so much sense. I'm also doing the same thing with the boys. I just kind of missed out on the boys, trying to catch up on that before their character is in. And as DJ said, didn't you stream today? That's right. You're getting 2 streams in 1 day, only hours apart. But yes, like I said, you can see the Blue Streak review down below. Omni Man trailer, we're getting into it, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because today we also hit over the 400 mark on YouTube. So you guys know what that means. If you've been a part of our selectors, we read each and every person's name off on stream. So we're going to be doing that as well. Shout out to everybody who's liked, followed, and subscribed over on YouTube. If you're watching on Kick or something like that, welcome. Again, make sure to like, subscribe. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, and Spotify podcasts. We're going to be talking about this guy right here. J. Jonah Jameson himself. Give one for JJ.
One for JJ.
Yes, Omni Man. I am so pumped, man. Woo! Can I get a woo? Put a woo in the chat.
Woo!
All right. With that being said, man, I'm definitely ready. I know you guys are ready because I see you in the chat and you're ready. You've hit the like button. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be reacting and jumping into this trailer. I'm so pumped, you guys. You have no idea. Oh, I cannot wait for this. What can I say? What else can I say? But this is just gonna be dope. Let's go.
The Kombat Kast starts now.
All right, and welcome to another Kombat Kast.
Woo!
I'm here. I'm Tyler.
Let's
Lansdowne.
go. Got the birthday shout outs going already.
I'm Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios.
Hi, I'm Derek Kurtzik, one of the designers here at NetherRealm Studios.
DJ. Honey, you cannot watch this. Go on.
So today we are going to talk about Omni Man
What?
and some Tremor as well as a cameo.
Okay.
Before we get to that, let's real quick go to a trailer of Omni Man, which many of you have seen, maybe some of you haven't.
Right.
So if not, let's take a look right now.
Boom.
Now, some of you have probably seen this before.
The realms are mine. Think, what good would your death accomplish?
Inspiring future generations to oppose you.
Fight. Highly doubt a blind swordsman can kill me.
Tento and I are more than meets the eye.
To make sure my kids are not watching this. DJ said, still mad I can't play. I feel you, bro. But at least the games are worth it. You know what I mean?
To be humbled.
By a man in a cape? I do not think so.
I love how he never used contractions. But at least the games are worth it. DJ says I want a 5 so badly. Bro, I'm telling you, they're about to go on sale. You're gonna be able to get the regular one a lot cheaper now that they're doing that slim version. A lot cheaper.
Finish him.
This is crazy. Mira, what's up? Perfect timing. Oh my gosh, this fatality. This could be my favorite fatality ever.
Fatality.
That is so nuts, bro.
Flawless victory.
Don't forget to vote in the poll, guys, what you think about Omni Man. Jeez, man. Looks so good.
There we go. That's the trailer right there. I am very excited about Omni Man. I love the show. I read the comic books when I was younger, and I just all the punching. I love all the punching.
He does all the punch. He kind of seems like a bad guy,
Doesn't seem great, right?
but good dad.
Yes.
Good dad. Goodish dad.
He tries.
There you go.
So that was an awesome trailer. We're gonna go through Omni Man and Trimmer
And Tremor.
later. So a couple things to talk about before we move on.
I love how he gets more stained with the blood like Kratos used to.
Added move tagging.
It's just
People have been,
amazing.
requesting. The shrine now moves faster than it did.
Yeah, see, there's a shorter downtime in between the times that you can pull to get another shrine item.
Right. And also, anything quality of life related like that, please, tweet at Mortal Kombat. We do read all of those things. Always looking
DJ
for
said
that.
GTA
Help
6
improve
trailer will
quality of
be
life for
most
players.
viewed
One thing I'd
on
like to
YouTube
add
in
is
December. Why did they wait?
we'll be having
Because of the Game Awards. There's probably going to be a surprise for
Alright,
Game Awards, and it got leaked.
So you'll be able to get a couple more matches in on your lunch break.
Nice. That's
Not as
pretty
long,
big. So, 2 out of 3 coming. I like that. That's going to help out a lot. I think a lot of people want that 2 out of 3 kind of thing, right?
I will be continuing as we go forward.
As we will. Yes,
a lot
of course.
cool stuff.
Speaking of that sort of thing and quality of life,
Yes.
let's talk about Invasion.
Oh, okay.
Invasion. Speaking of
We're
Elmo,
doing that now?
Let's do it now.
Okay, terrific. So, of course, season 2 overall is coming soon, right? We've got
DJ said, "Is your sister streaming tonight?" No, normally she just
for Invasions, we're introducing
Thursdays,
a new Mesa.
but we switch Thursday and
Maybe we
Fridays
just show that off real quick.
while Loki's
Let's
on.
see it in all its glory.
Okay, let's check it out.
So she'll be back on
Bloody
Friday.
glory.
New Invasion stuff. So does that mean we're gonna get a new stage, a new background? Maybe, possibly, maybe. Miro says, "Bro, is gonna be insane." Absolutely,
So
and
there's
finally
a couple good
GTA.
vibes,
Yes,
if you
finally.
might not have noticed. There are a couple
Been
good
milking
vibes
GTA 5 too
around the
long.
Aesthetic
environment.
choice.
There's a new invading force this season, right? And so, spoilers.
Uh-oh.
It's Natara. Okay.
Oh, no.
Blood. It's the season of the Blood Moon. Of course, these are just an example
Natara?
of some of the skins. These are the Combat League skins that you're going to be able to obtain for season 2.
They're really cool.
Very cool. And so we have bloody vampire versions of characters. And so you'll be collecting those skins and palettes through the new season of Invasions, along with the seasonal store, and then those.
What do you
ones that
guys
are
think of the
exclusive
skins so
to
far?
Combat League.
Gotcha.
And with the new season, We're bringing back some of the.
Miro says
other
Omni Man
Mesas,
drops
but
tomorrow,
there's
right?
new
Or am I
upgrades.
tripping?
There's new opponents. There's new.
Is it
boss
tomorrow?
fights, there's new chests, new rewards.
I think it's
and so
tomorrow night,
not
bro. I
the
think you're
same
right.
Experience that you had in season 1.
All new clues.
It is
All new
tomorrow.
clues for
That
for
means
clue
Loki,
chests.
the Marvels,
I-
and
there-
Omni Man.
There's a couple that are my favorite, but we'll see if people figure them out.
Easy.
But in addition to that, we have some quality of life updates and changes to Invasions.
Talk about it.
Well, let me grab my notes if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right.
I love
one of
Garrick and
the
Tyler, man.
first
They're
things that
so
we're doing
great.
is we're
They're
taking
really
super
great at
armor
this.
off of all
Just
opponents
their
that are
banter
not
back and
bosses.
forth.
And so only bosses will have the super armor.
Oh.
Elemental armor from like major bosses or from Talisman is now based on a number of hits. We've added a new.
They're
progressive
getting
type.
rid of
So
super
in
armor on
season
all those characters,
one,
man.
we
That
had
made
kind of like a
Invasion
challenge
so
tower
hard.
in the gateway.
So hard for no
So
reason.
we're removing that, and for season 2, we're adding what we call a progressive tower. It gets harder each time you beat it. And when I say harder, I mean it goes up levels. So it'll start at level 10 opponents, and then each time you beat it, it'll increase the level. And so it's the only content in Invasions that you can actually fight above level 30. And so we're
Now,
kind of
Omni
excited
Man,
to
I
see
think,
how
is
far
this
we can
month,
get
and
with
then
progressive.
I know
isn't
you
Tremor
do
the
it
next month?
times in your run on Invasions.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So, like,
absolutely.
play at 10, you play the 10 people, come back later.
Yeah,
Got it.
or you can complete the golden path and then just start at level 30 if that's what you want to do,
Lots
right?
of ways to do it.
And
Yeah,
there's
tomorrow,
exclusive
bro.
Skins also
Oh,
attached
man, I'm
to
so
the
excited for
progressive
this.
Tower too. Critical hits now all deal 3 times more damage and have a more impactful debuff too, which makes it kind of like the critical hits more
Quality of
noticeable
life.
and engaging.
That's fair.
We've toned down some modifiers like auras and storms. We
Thank
you only
you.
get talisman now from like chests. We're not
Thank
rewarding them
you.
from fights and things like that, and they're all legendary.
Bro, they're
So
listening.
they're all very
I like it,
powerful
Picasso.
talisman, and some very fun, goofy ones too.
There's a
They're
particular
listening because the
one that
talisman thing was out of control.
is so awesome.
Some of the things were going dark in Invasions
right.
were out of control.
And
It was
in
just
addition to
too
that,
high.
I don't
And
know
they're
if people
listening.
noticed, but we've
I
added
mean,
the
what else
ability
do you
to run
want?
in the I don't
know.
But making navigation just faster, making that feel better as well.
Miro just started
we've
season 1 of Loki.
lowered the
Bet,
chances
bro.
of ambushes,
It's
so
season
that's
1's great.
Rarely going to happen for you, just so
Very
you're
good.
aware. We've added more variety of opponents to each mesa. In the first season, we kind of showcased like four or five different characters. Now in a mesa, we pretty much put all the different opponents.
Good,
and things
okay.
Like that too.
You'll be fighting the entire
The entire roster,
Got it.
right? And then let's see, secret fight requirements are more difficult, so good luck finding those. And when a season ends,
Secret
this
fights
is
needed
just
to be
kind of
toned
addressing
down.
Some questions that
We've
we've
seen
had.
some things on Twitter.
Yeah, and so when a season ends, seasonal credits and crowns will reset.
Okay.
But coins do not. So when a new season begins, you'll still have the same amount of coins. The other currencies do reset.
So make sure you
Seasonal coins don't
Which brings me
reset.
to my next point, which is the shrine.
Kind of nice.
Season 1 shrine items aren't going to go away. We're actually just going to be adding more items to it for Season 2. So the people that have a bank of coins, you can go to the shrine and you can just start getting all the Season 2 stuff that you want, that you're able to get once it begins.
So yeah, you're not missing out if you didn't finish the shrine. In season
Correct,
one.
correct,
Yes.
correct.
A lot of people
correct.
have been asking that, so that's good knowledge. Good
Yeah,
things to
and there's
learn.
other little, changes here and there. We've toned down some of the modifiers, things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you, Derek.
Great.
of course.
Great job. Great job, MK. I love that. Just overall listening to what the community
All right, we're going
wants,
to walk through now
playing the
how
game
Omni-Man
and fixing stuff.
with
I
the
can't be
cameo
mad at
Trevor
that.
plays.
Great
All right,
job.
let's go. So, Omni Man is a very simple character to describe. He is a powerhouse brawler that has super speed. It's kind of interesting. We've had a lot of characters who are really fast. We've had a lot of characters that are super strong, and he kind of combines them in pretty neat, interesting ways. So let's check him out.
I
Go
can't
over
wait.
his normals first. They are pretty straightforward. He punches, and he punches really hard.
She's so good
All
at
the
what
punches,
she does
all
too.
the
She
punches.
knows exactly
Throw down
like
haymakers.
what she's
That's
doing.
exactly right. This is not a martial artist.
How to describe
Yeah,
this
he's
perfectly.
not, there's not a lot of finesse here.
Right.
One of the first moves I'd like to show is his forward 4, which is like his pretty good advancing mid. Slams you down. A lot of his moves are high.
Miro said that's a W in my book.
So this is kinda one
Absolutely.
you want to use when you want to go
Blam,
mid.
blam.
Is that,
Another really
is that a
good-
string right there?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, at the end is just a 1+3 input.
You know I love them.
Right. Another really good mid up close is his back 1, and it has 2 options. Back 1 pops them up.
Okay.
Back 1 2 is mid and is safer. A really
Oh, okay. That's a good mix-up.
Air combos.
I like that mix-up.
We'll have to wait, I guess.
Well, I'm sure we'll see some. He also has some really interesting mix-ups to open up the opponent. Like, for example, his sweep is pretty unique because he drops down and does extra damage
Because he's that fast.
because he's super fast.
What a show off.
He also has forward 3 where he literally
Gets
just stomps
2
to the
hits on
ground
a
and creates
sweep?
an Earthquake.
So strong.
And then
I think he's
one
gonna
of
be
his
my
coolest
main
moves,
character, bro.
He has an awesome long-range overhead where he zips across the screen super fast, and if he's up close, he'll zip behind you
Oh.
and knock you down.
And that's just a button.
Yeah, it's just forward 2.
What?
And you can see it has really good range.
That's
that's
just
all-
his
that's all I'm
forward
gonna
2.
do.
That looks like a
That's it.
special.
Yeah, you can mix that up with the sweep.
Man, he just loves putting people's faces in the ground.
Yeah, he's a strong guy. So let's go over his special moves. Great.
Yeah.
One unique thing about Omni Man is he actually has a lot of aerial mobility. All of his special moves can be done in the air. He has ground and air versions of all of them, which is
All right, Miro.
pretty
We'll see you in
unique
just a
and
minute.
okay. First one I like to
The
show
specials.
is the Mega Clap. Puts his hands together. It's not
Nice.
pancake, it's the Mega Clap.
Basically a whole
Sends them very,
thunderclap
far.
there.
It's a great combo
That's
ender,
pretty cool. I like that one.
Mid-range footsie tool.
Could you almost use it like zoning too?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Keep them in. Keep
Is it
them
full?
out.
No, it's not full.
EX
Doesn't
version,
go full screen.
Okay.
Not full screen.
He just
The
answered,
EX
of course.
version goes even further and will destroy projectiles.
Oh, okay. Man, he's just tearing up the ground. Everything he does.
He also has this big charge mover. He literally just like charges in with his chest. And we've all learned in the 90s in N64 wrestling games, you
Yeah.
put your chest
Yes.
out, your blocking move.
Yes.
So you can just barge in. and
That's
the EX version
awesome.
is on.
Great
It's
reference
kind of
there.
is advancing. You think they're gonna do like a projectile. You want to get in.
If you guys have ever
Kind of
played like
similar
No
to
Mercy, you know like this is blocking
Another
somehow.
special move he has, and you'll see this, being able to close the gap. is really
Because he
He
wants
has
to get in there
this.
and punch.
exactly. Torpedo move. A superhero classic.
Yes.
You can do this in the air, and it actually goes downwards. It'll pop the opponent up. Another move, great. for
Homelander is gonna
full
get his
screen
butt
at
kicked,
any
bro.
moment. You can see it's very quick.
So this is interesting though, because if you do it on the ground, you're not following up.
Correct. But if you do it in the air,
Oh, you get a
wow.
bounce.
Very cool. I also really like how the blood from his opponent gets onto his,
I noticed that
onto his
too.
costume.
it's
It's pretty awesome. Like I know that we get blood on everybody, but for some reason on him it just looks real cool.
It's just kind of iconic with
Yeah.
him, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I guess it's on Liu
So
Kang.
he
I guess I
also
just never noticed
has
that.
an interesting special move that I think really sets him apart. The Viltrumite stance. So
This
he's
is what
down
I
on
saw.
3, and he starts hovering in the air. And from here, he has 4 different moves plus a bunch of mobility options. Let's start with the mobility. You can cancel it, but you can also warp forward
Oh,
extremely quickly. And again, he can do this in the air like all of his special moves.
this is pretty awesome.
But we'll go over his moves. The
This
first,
is
I think, one
this
of
is
the
so
key
sweet.
moves
This is what I saw.
grab. And this is like his main combo starter. You can quickly go into it.
Well, was it
You can go
enhanced?
into it off of the low I talked about earlier.
No, it's just that's his effect of boom,
He also
flying
has
through like that.
this move where he zooms across super fast behind you. That's a great combo ender. It's a great check. You think the opponent might try to like throw something out.
Oh, the
You
spine
quickly
crack.
get into it.
Cream of the crop!
He also has
Nobody does it
an
better.
overhead from anywhere
Oh
on
my
the
gosh,
screen.
dude, it's so
So
good.
it tracks.
So good.
Exactly. And then lastly, a big anti-air uppercut and zooms across and then covers all the upward space. So it's kind of like the upwards version of the zip behind you.
I just love that spine
Jeez,
break.
It's
so
I
good.
like the facial.
So good, man.
So then the question is, how am I supposed to go into this stance when you're doing projectiles, you're doing long range?
Okay,
moves and all
so
that, and he's
I
just
don't understand how
just
it is.
vulnerable floating there, right?
Hmm.
Well, I don't think
Wrong.
he really is.
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
So in Viltrumite's stance,
That's how he
when does it,
dodges.
he's immune to all fireballs. They will literally just pass through him as long as he's in it. And then he's in the air.
That's some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
It's definitely awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Just dodging.
The EX version starts up faster and also makes him immune to normal attacks as well. And then he can go
No!
and
No!
So,
I'm so... I'm done. I'm done.
It's gonna be
Day one, bro.
too.
Day one. I gotta learn him. I have to learn him.
That's awesome. I love it.
And then lastly, for his mobility, he has a unique air dash. This actually has a physical hit attached to it. It doesn't just pass through the opponent. So you can see he spins the opponent around for a free hit. And you can do two as long as you have meters, so you can do stuff like to do some really cool flashy combos.
Oh
You can
my
use that to
gosh.
Get in, you can use it to get out, and it'll always have that physical hit. So again, to recap that, if you just do it for the first time, it doesn't take any meters. If you want to do it twice, like in a combo like I showed, it's going to take a bar. Similar to how Notaro works.
Very cool.
But it takes a bar.
So I
Okay.
think in general, Omni-Man's a pretty simple powerhouse character to play, but he's got great mobility options, great offensive ability, and I think the Viltrumite stance is going to be super, super interesting. to
And
see.
people
That
sometimes
really
like,
makes him
a
different.
probably. When you
The
hear
Viltrumite
stance,
stance.
but his
I can never spell that. But it's
No.
amazing.
It's not that hard to use, really.
Right, it is not really hard to use, and he was not meant to be. He is
Right.
meant to be like, just like you see on Invincible. He is just he's just tearing through people effortlessly. That's exactly what a design team went with, and I think they really nailed
It
it.
shows, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Super cool. I love it.
yeah, I think he's going to be really, really cool. So would you guys like to see Tremor?
I think we would.
You know what? Let's just save it for another day, Raven.
Just save
Just
it?
save it for another day.
I'm gonna
Derek,
say
bro.
yes.
All right.
All right.
I'm swayed.
Let's
Okay,
do
okay,
it.
all right.
So Tremor's one of the most interesting cameos in the game, and I can't wait to see our players use him because he has more moves than any of the original roster cameos.
Okay.
Let's see how it works.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we all know Tremor debuted in Mortal Kombat Special Forces, but he really made it.
Oh,
more
that's where he's
playable in
originally from.
MKX,
Correct,
Where he
correct.
had 3 variations.
Yes.
And that's something our design team wanted to bring back.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually
Okay,
go
before we
Aftershock,
jump into Tremor,
Metallic,
well,
Crystalline,
well,
and he has a
we'll keep
different
going.
set of
We'll keep-
moves in each stance. So I'll show how it works. He starts with Aftershock. You can even see in his life bar, and he's like the brown.
What
rocky
is
kind
what
of
is this?
metal,
What is this thing in the middle?
hovering time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
So he has 3 moves when he's in Aftershock. He has his Rock Punch. It's exactly what you'd expect. He just kind
Lunge
of
and
comes
punch.
in,
Yep.
it's safe on block, it knocks you away. You can use it to end your strings. He also has Up Punch, which is a pop-up starter.
No problem, Miro.
Which
No
I'm
problem at
pretty
all.
Sure, he also had
In
an
MKX.
Yes.
And then lastly, he has his Ground Pound, where he comes in, he does a low, and then pieces out.
He's pretty
So
straightforward
you have
that
a
way. I like that.
overhead, for example, maybe you have a mid-screen overhead that's almost instant. You can also have a mid-screen low that's almost instant.
So good.
which is
Hey,
pretty
thank you so
awesome.
much for the like on Facebook. Really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And so you would say Aftershock, he's sort of the attacker.
Yeah,
The
I would say
offensive
it's,
one?
it's offensive. It's pretty basic. It's the most kind of
Aftershock is an
standard
attacker. Okay.
Tremor,
Right.
kind of the one like base, which is why it's the default one.
Right.
So then, at any time, you hit R1, and he'll come out, and he'll cycle to the next one, which is Metallic.
Okay.
Now he has an entirely new set of moves. And they're all
Okay.
lava
Really
gaps.
appreciate
He
that.
has his Lava Burst, which is like your mid-range, safe, kind of, there's no reason not to use it. He has an anti-air Lava Burst. And then this is really, really cool.
This is
He has a
metallic.
bowling ball, which is a low.
I like the
If you
bowling
hold
ball.
It becomes an overhead.
Okay.
So he's got kind of mid-range attacks, plus a 50-50 from full screen that you can mix up.
Oh, awesome.
Again,
so then,
straight out of MKX. It's so cool.
right, and so then that gives you also zoning abilities or projectile if you have a character that is lacking that,
Exactly.
which is awesome.
Or if you have
See,
really
he
good
could go
jump
really
ability,
good with
now
Johnny
that
Cage.
you can go that
I
way.
could
Right.
see him really
You have,
working with
like,
Johnny
really good
Cage
anti-air,
a
and
lot.
this can be a low that is
Or
gonna be one that, you put out leading
Either
with
way.
Lantern and then be doing this. It's just all kind. I think the creative freedom in the cameo system is the coolest part of the game, right?
Can't agree more.
And then lastly, one more stance.
Okay.
Crystalline.
People have been looking forward to this.
Yeah, Ed kind of teased it, and I think a lot of people guessed
Yeah.
the stuff he could do.
Yeah, totally.
I couldn't
So,
say it. Is
in
it?
Crystalline,
First of all, it
you
starts
can
with a
do
C in Mortal Kombat, which is
Yeah.
weird.
Crystalline Burst, which will reflect projectiles, and then the big one, and a lot of people were like, "There's no way they're gonna do that." We did.
Oh.
So once he has crystalline armor, it's doomsday for the opponent. Oops, I was too slow. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. So he's gonna summon the armor. And he will just absorb attacks like an absolute badass.
So do you take damage from that though? That's what I want to know.
So the way this works,
Maybe you do, maybe you
cycle
don't.
Is once you do the summon, like I said, it'll go through. And it goes in a particular order. And if you hold down in R1, it goes the opposite order. So you could go
Gotcha.
from crystalline to aftershock instead of and skip metallic in between.
Oh, so you have to rotate each time.
So there is definitely a skill
Yes.
cap.
Terma looks
on,
pretty
like,
crazy as well. Can't wait.
back and
Yeah,
forth
I
and
agree.
stuff you're
I
doing.
wish they were
Like,
coming
you
out on
have
the
to have a
same
lot of
day.
moves, But yes, you have to be cycling.
Exactly.
You have to manage
always
that.
Are gonna, right. You're going to have to manage the order that you're in because you cannot go straight from aftershock to, or sorry, you can't go from metallic to aftershock unless you go down, like you cycle back. If that makes sense. I just confused myself.
Yeah, it is a little
But it only
confusing,
takes-
but
there's only three.
Right.
So
The
it's whether
options
you
are pretty
wanna
cool
go
there.
Which order? And then there's a really, really, really cool twist, I think, really sets him apart. When you call him out, it's an ambush move, and you can transition into any of these attacks. So let me show you. Right now I'm in Crystalline. If I go to Aftershock and then immediately enter a back in R1, he will immediately, while still on screen, go into the ground pound. Like so.
so he used. So you
Interesting.
get kind of a 2-for-1 there.
It's metallic. So let's say I wanted to do the bowling ball. I can do it that way. Or crystalline.
So
I
does
can
it
insert
use-
crystalline armor.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't use
So that
meter.
means all of his
when you
moves
call him
can
out.
Also be ambush moves. If you
Not
can't
necessarily.
switch them out, swapping.
Am I, Miro? Am I reading that right? Am I seeing that right? Calling him out doesn't use the meter. It's when you actually
Cycle and
use
all
the
that.
move.
So there's a lot of risk and a lot of thought that's going to go into it, but it's extremely powerful if you master the cycle. And I think it's one of the cooler mechanics in the game for cameos.
Excellent.
Very cool.
So that's that, huh?
I think we have one more thing to show.
Okay.
His fatal blow, and the fatal blow attack that he goes into is pretty neat because again it uses his speed. You can see here.
Nope.
Nice. This is where he. Okay, yeah, from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
pretty
cool.
good.
So early access for Omni Man is on the 9th,
That's right.
and then Terma will be out later.
Miro says, "Yeah, I think so. That's
And,
crazy.
in addition
Yeah,
to that,
man.
too,
Wow.
we will be having free trial towers as well.
Trial
So you'll
towers,
be able
like-
to try
like they
out
normally
for
do.
free
Okay.
if You do not have early access for it.
Yep, and that'll be in the gateway portal.
Correct.
Sounds great.
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it.
You should be waiting for it. Is it?
That's it. That's it.
Birthday shot. Okay,
Birthday
so that's
shout-out.
probably it. Do they do a belt battle? Oh, I did some kind of fight here. All right, we'll just talk about it a little bit. Wow. Let me throw this on.
It's not.
Whew. Okay, so let's talk about what we just saw there and what we're still seeing here. My thoughts. First and foremost, I think Omni Man just looks fantastic. He's not overly flashy, but it's just like, how are we like true to the character and not make him a Superman ripoff? And I think that's what they did. So I got to give him a
One for JJ.
on that one. I think that first having J.K. Simmons is amazing. But I mean, he's fast, he's quick, he looks the part, and his supers, he looks really versatile. Really, really versatile. And I don't know. I can't wait till tomorrow to play as him. I think he looks great. Tremor was not my favorite character in Mortal Kombat X. Most of Mortal Kombat X, of the most recent trilogy, pretty much, I didn't like Mortal Kombat X as much. And part of it is because I love 9 so much. And then 11 seemed like a return to form in some ways for me. Even just visually. But I think they can win me over with this Tremor. I really do. I like that he still has, you know, they're still true to what MKX was about with the variations. I definitely like the look a lot better. And then, you know, they add a little comedy with the bowling ball and stuff like that. That's a good Mortal Kombat character to me. I think that really works.
Finish him.
And then we got to talk about the Fatal Blow. The Fatal Blow is just, it's the little details that make these characters stand out in the Mortal Kombat universe and also in the guest characters. And I think, again, that's why MKX didn't have such a big impact for me when you have Jason and Predator and Alien, and they're all just kind of like monsters. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. Alien was basically Baraka, right? Jason, you know, and you could say the same thing about Terminator in Mortal Kombat 11. But like Spawn, even though I didn't play as him a lot, he felt different. And he felt like he was specialized. And that's what I'm seeing here, is that when they talked about a while ago about how we're going to make this different, Omni Man's going to feel different than Homelander, I can see it now. I can already see it because that Viltrumite stance alone, just the, you know, they've never done a character like that. I've never seen a character that can just parry, you know, for a certain amount of time. Just flat out Bruce Lee. And that, the more I think about it, the more I feel like
demand a worthier opponent.
Miro says they got time to work on Homelander. He's going to be dope. Yeah. Yeah. And Homelander, you know, if there's one thing that I don't see Omni Man having is projectiles, right? He's a rushdown character. Omni Man is rushdown. So if Homelander is more laser beams and stuff like that, that's already going to feel different. I don't think we're going to have a problem of them, you know, being too similar at all. This is exciting, man. This is really exciting. I think they've done a great job already. I cannot wait for tomorrow, man. How are we going to get all this stuff done? Tomorrow, we've got Loki, we've got the Marvels, we got Homelander. We got to break down what's going on with Marvel. We got to talk about Blade. My guess is we will probably do the Marvels and Loki tomorrow, and then I'll be playing with Homelander on Friday, and then have kind of a breakdown for you guys, and we'll play as him. Probably we'll do a bonus stream on Saturday. So that's kind of my thought of what this will look like going forward. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and definitely vote in our newest poll. Do you like Homelander? Does he look cool? Does he look dope? Or does he look dumb? Need to know that in the description over on YouTube. We're on Twitch, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and of course, Apple and Spotify podcasts. I want to give a huge shout out to DJ Crystal Clear. Huge shout out to Miro. Also, breaking news. The writer strike is ended and the actor strike is tentatively over. So we're going to start getting some more films hopefully soon. Getting back to, hopefully we get that Mortal Kombat 2 movie very soon. That's probably a good way to put it all together, right? Sheesh. Good job, Strikers, on what they did. I'm glad they got what they felt is fair. Selectors, another great stream. Make sure to
Choose your destiny.
and always, always be kind to one another, all right? Remember, like I just said, to choose your destiny. My name's Select Screen, and I'm out.